these days I've really been thinking during my quiet moments with the Lord, the things that come into our lives, the information that we soak in from either our environment that is quite next to us, or the television, the advertisement that we watch, or when we're driving, the things that we see, or the people that come to us, the kind of information that they bring, and the kind of emotions that come after that. I was just thinking and saying to myself that there's just so much. Don't you agree with me? There's just so much at times for us to soak in. And sometimes not all the information that come in would go to propel the positive thinking or bring out the good in us. Sometimes those information that we receive or soak in and bring out the worst of us, and which we really don't. And one of the ways that I deal with that is setting a prayer time and spending that time, that personal time with the Lord. As a woman of God, I love the Lord and I want to be in His will at all times. There's nothing much more than that to me. So that's so important. So I create that prayer time. Why do I create the prayer time? Because I am very well aware that it is important first that I create a personal time with my God, and that is my prayer time, the time when it's just me and God, the Word of God. I read His Word, I communicate with Him, I listen to what He has to tell me, and what are the steps that help me in choosing an appropriate prayer time. I have 3 steps I usually take. There's the when, the where, and what it. The when, when, what day, what time, pretty much every day, and I set it at a very early time. When I'm off from work, I set it at a very early time, and usually if I have to work, when I come back from work, I make sure that the first thing I do before I get to bed is to have that personal time with the Lord. And sometimes it could just be laying there in the bed and just saying a prayer, and then reading the Bible, audio, and His Word is very important. Now, where? To me, the closet has been one of the very, very, very personal places that I go to talk with my God, and it's been pretty much very effective for me, and I can see the Lord moving in ways that I cannot imagine. It's been that way over the years, and it's not something new to me. It's something I've been doing over the years, and it's been very, very helpful to my spiritual being, to my, I could say, emotional state of mind. It goes a long way. So I would encourage each and every one of us to set that time. And what is? I need to have my Bible, a pen, a book. I have a daily journal that I jot in there, things that I do or pray for. And I can have a marker. I could come across a verse that reminds me of His promises. Most often I highlight those verses. Sticker notes, just jotting down really little notes that just help to remind me who God is and the promises that He has for me. Just having those notes, sticking them here and there. And during the day, I walk by some of the notes. If I've forgotten, I have a reminder of how God is good. So every believer may and must have his time when he is indeed himself alone with God. It is so important. It is so important because that is when we have the refreshing, of our minds, the cleansing of our spiritual and inner being, and it's so amazing. So mothers, we know we work very hard. At the end of the day, we're sometimes tired. So come to the Lord so He can renew your strength. In the morning, first thing in the morning, I come to my God and I ask Him for strength. as I begin my day. I hope that you can also find that time if you haven't. And if you have, please keep on, because this is what keeps us going as mothers and as sisters. So let's hold one another and encourage one another and uplift one another to the Lord. It's such a beautiful thing to do for a fellow sister. Thank you so much for spending that time with me. I hope that you have taken one or two things as well as I have. Have a wonderful day. God bless you, and I hope to see you here again sometime soon. Have a great day.